Okay, so Billy's just taken off, but I'm just going to introduce you to Taranaki's team captain.
No, I'm not. Taranaki. I'm not the team captain. No. Sweet.
Okay, I thought it was Taranaki's team captain, but one of their team members, Shay Wells. So welcome, Shay.
Hi, thanks. It's good to be here.
Yeah, so Shay, tell me a little bit about yourself.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm Shay Wells. I'm from Taranaki. I grew up surfing around New Plymouth. So that's like Fitzroy Beach and Back Beach and that. And yeah, it's a sick comp. Stoked to be here.
Yep. So what division were you competing in?
So I was in the under 18 division.
Yeah, and how'd you get on?
I had my first tee and then went into repechage. And then from the repechage, I won that and then went into the round 2 and lost, unfortunately.
All right, and how's the Taranaki team getting on?
Taranaki team's on fire, eh? We've got 5 surfers into the final. I'm really expecting the Taranaki team to win this year.
5 into the final, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
So, do you want to tell me who these 5 surfers are, if you can remember them?
Yep, so in the under 14 division, we have Ryder Pennington and Kalani Louie. And in the under 16 girls, we have Natasha Goodsbury and also Ariana Shuri. And in the under 18, we have Thomas Butland.
Oh, mate, that's a strong range of surf there. So Ariana got through that last heat that she was in. Yep.
Yeah, from what I'm aware of.
I was just walking around. I know she needed a score, but that's cool.
Yeah, it's so sick.
So tell me a little bit about this guy, Kalani Louie, because I know he was up here in Raglan for the secondary schools event. That the Surf Academy here at Raglan Area School ran a few months ago, and he took out the division, I think.
Yeah.
And
right.
His surfing was pretty impressive.
Yeah, Kalani Louie, he's so gnarly. He's pretty much he's on the surf team this year at school, and he's just been killing it. Like we had a academy comp earlier in the year, and Kalani Louie was just on fire out here. It was similar conditions, and he was just like belting it. It was just so good.
Yeah, for an under 14 surfer, I had the power of an under 18, and I was pretty impressed. I hadn't seen a lot of them, actually any of them, and it just turned up and blew everyone's mind. Yeah,
he's such an athlete. He does athletics and that, heaps of running.
And you've also got Tom Butland and Natasha Goldsbury, who are representing New Zealand in a couple of weeks at California. What can you tell me about those two?
Oh, Tom Butland, man. He's off the Richter, eh? He's so good. He's just a powerhouse. And Natasha, she's so good. Just great all-round surfer. She's killing it. I'd expect both of them to win the event, to be honest.
Yeah, that's good to hear. Who's coaching you guys this year?
So we've got Jared Hancox and Chris Luke this year. Chris Luke's our manager and Jared Hancox is our coach.
Now, Jared Hancox is one of the most craftiest surfers I've competed against. Quite an interesting guy. Very analytical. Breaks everything down. How have you found him this year as your coach?
Oh, he's been so good. He's gives us real good tips. About he leaves us to do our own thing, but make sure we're warmed up for our heats, and we analyze what we've done right and what we've done wrong, and we look at the positives and negatives of our heat, and then we try to come out stronger for the next one.
That's epic. So we have got out there now the longboard final. So in the Scholastics here, we've got obviously under 14, 16s and 18 in the shortboard, but we do have a longboard division, which is boys and girls in the same division. All the girls have been knocked out. So out there with 5 minutes already gone, we've got red surfer Billy Whelan from Northland, Nat Fit from Auckland in white, Ben Council in green, and Sunny Eases from Bay of Plenty. At this stage, Ben has just got a narrow lead with just small scores being locked in. Ben on a 4.5 and a 1.6. Billy has got the best wave, a 6.5, but only one. Blue's got a 2.25 and a 2.15, and white a 1.75. So Shay, where do you surf mainly around the Taranaki region?
My favourite break would be Stent Road, for sure. It's just such a good wave. And my friend Jack Luke, he lives there, and we all like love to film and surf out there.
Does he live right at Stent Road?
Yeah, he lives right on the break. It's so sick.
Yeah, I think Stent is probably everyone that surfed there when it's good, probably their favourite, most high performance right-hander going around.
Yeah, when it was at like nationals, came to Taranaki, it was so sick having it there. Just epic. It gets real crowded though, but yeah, when you surf it for a while, you get some good waves.
So, who would you say are the local boys that hold down Stent Road?
It's all the older boys really. It's like Chris, Luke, Hemi, Takaroa, and like Dawson, and yeah, there's a bunch. There's so many more, but yeah.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to mess with Dawson, eh?
Nah.
I've seen the size of that guy. He's massive.
He is.
So what's your favourite tide, Stent Road? I haven't surfed it for a few years, but surfed it a lot as a grommet. Prefer it on the high, the mid, or the low?
I'd say probably the mid. I reckon like mid, maybe, yeah, probably mid. I don't really know. Yeah, probably mid.
And do you like that section out the back or the one that sort of breaks a little bit wider?
There's usually a really good section out the back, and then sometimes the bay like kind of reels off again. So it's such a good wave. Like every section's good, pretty much.
Oh, here we go. White on a good-looking wave that's nat fit. Been one of the a nice little step there. One of the most sort of consistent longboard performers so far this week. Getting some pretty good heat scores.
Yeah, he's ripping. Jeez.
Did Taranaki bring a longboarder up this year?
Nah, we were going to as a reserve, but then I think Tanea pulled out.
Well, some crazy stuff going on there from Billy Whelan. I don't know if that was intentional or a slip.
So what's the points looking like in terms of like the teams?
I don't know. If Taranaki getting 5 into the final, you guys must be right up there. I don't have a sheet here, but I know Waikato, they've still got probably maybe 5 still in. They've got Caleb Cutmore, Kai Wolf, and I'll ask Surf for New Zealand Ben Kennings shortly with the team's points update. Chicken. A little bit of barbecue mayo. Yeah, Okay. Okay, cool. All right, with 11 minutes going, Shay. Ooh, pretty close. Nothing really. Other than that 6.5 from Red, all the scores have kind of been under that. So it's anyone's game at this stage.
Yep.
So some of these longboarders, I know there's a few that are just shortboarders that each team had needed a longboarder, so they've grabbed some guy. Okay, scores coming through that can surf a longboard. So we've got scores coming in, and so in first we've got Red with a 6.5 and a 2.5. So Billy's still in the lead. Nat second, and Benny and Sunny both needing scores to progress. Actually, to actually win this final, this is the final, so there'll be no progressing. Big points for first. I think it's 1,000 to win for your region.
I think Ben Council, does he surf shortboard as well?
Yeah, he does. Oh, we could just see the girls going out there for a final. So after this longboard finals, we will be doing under 14 girls final, then the under 14 boys final, then the under 16 girls, then the under 16 boys, and then finishing off with the under 18 girls and under 18 boys final, looking for a 2 o'clock finish. Oh, here we go. Oh, that was the bomb. Yeah. And off the screen, Blue has got a wave. The screen has not picked it up. It didn't do a lot. So, did you guys, Shay, do much training as a team leading up to this event?
Yeah, we've done heaps of fundraising, and we've done like a few like group surfs and stuff. And like we have like a competition back home called the Super 8 series. So there's eight comps that like run, and whoever does well in them gets like just helps like know who's the like strongest or whatever.
Oh, so that series helped pick who made the Taranaki team?
Yep, that's pretty much it. Yeah, that's run by Jared Hancox.
Oh, so he runs it as well, eh?
Yeah, he's amazing. And he competes as well.
Yep, he's a great competitor. Won a lot of national titles in the sort of seniors, over 35s and over 40s division.
Yeah, yeah, he dominates the open and the over 28s and that.
Yeah, he's one of those surfers that just keeps getting better and better, Jared.
Yeah.
Does a lot of surfing. Goes to Indonesia a few times a year.
Yep.
Works on his barrel riding.
Yeah.
He was one of those guys that never really did super well as a junior, but sort of when he hit his 20s, just his amp and work ethic turned into a really quality surfer.
Yeah, he's so determined, like so strategical.
Yep, I can vouch for that. He's pretty hard competing against. He's got me on probably more times than I've got him. Using good strategy and tactics, as well as some great surfing.
Yeah.
So how many times have you been to Raglan, Shay?
So I was born in Raglan.
Wow.
But then I moved to Taranaki when I was about 2. So I've probably been here about 10 times.
So you're actually born in the Raglan township. That's crazy.
Yeah, I think so. Maybe it was Hamilton, but yeah, grew up in Raglan.
And which part of Taranaki do you live in? Do you live in town there or out towards the coast?
So I used to live down the coast, but now I live in town. I used to live by Graveyard, so down Punio Road.
Yeah.
But now I live in like the middle of town pretty much. So I surf Fitzroy quite a lot.
Yeah. And you prefer Fitzroy over Back Beach?
Oh, it all depends. It's kind of like Back Beach is good in like a northeast wind, and Fitzroy is good like most of the time in like southwest and southeast and southerly.
So Billy Whelan there trying to extend his lead. White surfer Nat take the win. He needs only a 3.36. Still a wave to come from Red. Red's backup is a 2.7, so he's hoping here to beat a 2.7. So he's going to make it a little bit harder for Nat, who needed a 3.36 for this wave. Green surfer only needing a 3.36 as well, and Blue a 5.01. Any of those scores will take the win for those three guys. So growing up in Taranaki as a surfer, who were some of the guys that you looked up to?
Maybe like Bachelor Tiffany. He was like ripped heaps. Jared Hancox, and like Tom Butland and that. Like really, a lot of my mates like Tom Butland, Jack Luke, Ethan Ray, and like the whole crew. Really looked up to surfing with them. Yeah, Tom's just such a good inspiration.
So you got any tips for me? I'm going to be his coach this year at the World Juniors, and I haven't worked a lot with Tom. You got any? What's his go-to? Is he better on his forehand, backhand? What are his strengths?
I reckon his forehand's so good. I reckon just like let him do his own thing and just tell him to go hard. So when he surfs to like his full ability, he throws so much spray, just kills it every time.
I was saying earlier to Billy about Tom that I think with his power approach, it's a real point of difference.
Yeah.
And overseas, we might see a few little, international guys throwing ears, but if Tom can just, I know he can throw ears as well, but I know if he can just stick to his power and really smash the sections of the waves, he could actually do pretty well over there.
Yeah, Tom growing up in Oracota Beach, like, I think like him surfing in like Huntington and that, I think he'll do so good. Like Oracota Beach is a real tricky wave, and it's just like you got to grovel and like make sections and that. So and Tom can like mix it up a lot. He's got a lot of tricks like up his sleeve, so I reckon he'll do well.
So there'll be a live feed over there, so I bet all you guys in Taranaki will be watching both him and Natasha and hoping they get a good result over there.
Yeah, definitely. That'll be so sick to watch. Tom will kill it.
Okay, we've lost the scores on the screen, but with here we go. With 8 minutes to go, it's still red first, white second, green then blue. Okay, Ben needing a 5.76 to take the lead.
Oh, that's sick.
He's trying to hang 5 there, get the top. Oh, he's even just about nearly putting both feet over there. So with the longboard, the judges are looking for a mixture of sort of traditional surfing, like cross-stepping right in the nose. Let's see a bit of cross-stepping there from White, as well as surfing in the critical part of the wave and bashing it. So priority system at the moment, we have blue in first priority, red second, and just waiting for whoever gets out the back before green and white. How the waves been the last few weeks down in the Taranaki region, Shay?
Yeah, we've had some great waves like around like town and that, like around the groin. There's a wave called the groin, which is near Wawakao, and it's been so good lately.
I haven't surfed the groin. Is that on the north side of it? Or the Fitzroy side?
It's on the Fitzroy side of Wawakao, so like before Waitara and all that. Yeah, it's such a sick wave. I heard that like the ledge got really good recently as well. Yeah.
Yeah, we had a couple of really crazy days. One was really exceptional a few weeks back. Surf Academy rocks up, and Daniel Kiriopa was the only guy out there attacking it. There's no one else around midweek, and we got out there and it was 6 foot, probably as round as his high, and pretty tricky to surf. Real strong offshore. So it was really hard to get into them, but if you did, you got some good ones. So I didn't get a lot that day, but Caleb Cutmore, who we saw earlier, was definitely the standout of the young guys.
Yeah.
He was dominating, getting some good barrels. A few snap boards going down, but that was a really good day. And then about a week later, we had a nice spell of about 4 or 5 days on the points.
Yep. Oh, sick.
Here we go, blue, needing a 7.41. That's Sonny Eads from Bay of Plenty. So big points for Auckland, having 2 finalists here with Nat Fit and Ben. We're not going to know to right at the end who actually wins the regions, but a lot of prestige there. So at the moment, it's looking pretty good. We've got Northland, Taranaki, Canterbury, Auckland, Waikato, all in the mix for taking it out. See, Shay, Daniel Farr from Taranaki has been doing the QS a bit this year. Does he rock back into town, and do you get to see him surf much?
Yeah, Daniel Farr's such a good surfer. He's such a good inspiration. He does the competitions with us as well, and he like kills it at the competitions. Yeah, he's so good.
Yeah, he's another gnarly competitor.
Yeah, he was our coach in previous years. and he just rips so hard. He's so inspiring.
All green on a pretty good looking wave here. Rode the nose. Oh, just closed out.
Oh,
Only needing a 4.26, so frustrating there. I don't know if that'll be enough for Ben, but a nice little nose ride right at the top of the wave. Bit of style, hand jive.
These.
Just needed that wave to sort of not close out. So we're going to give you that score when it comes through. Shay, what year at school are you this year?
So I'm year 12, yeah.
So going back to school next year?
Yeah, I'll be going back to school next year. I'm not sure what I'll do, but yeah, just keep going with school.
Yeah.
So I'm at New Plymouth Boys High School.
You guys will be looking at defending your title at the New Zealand Schools event.
Yeah, definitely. That was such a sick event. So stoked to win that.
Yeah, it's always pretty competitive and a little bit of controversy. Tom Butlin, there was one heat where he thought and the team thought he got pretty underscored, and the judges begged to differ. But yeah, you could see he was a bit disappointed. But it was good to see your whole team, New Plymouth Boys anyway, win the school's best school for New Zealand.
Yeah, that was so sick.
So your coach and teacher, Kane Rowson, is it Rowson or Rowson?
Kane Rowson.
Rowson,
yeah.
He's been coaching you guys, I know, for as long as I know.
Yeah.
How you been finding Kane as a teacher and coach?
Oh, he's such a good teacher and coach. He rips real hard as well. He's unfortunately been injured recently, but he's been like shaping boards and like fixing our boards and all that. He's such a legend.
Yeah, it looks like Kalani's kind of in his mould, eh? That solid, stocky, goofy footer.
Yeah, definitely. Like they both train real hard, so yeah, definitely. Kalani's gonna be like a unit like Rouse.
So it looks like Red is still leading this final with 2 minutes to go. I'm not too sure if there's still a score for green, but at this stage it looks like it wasn't enough unless... Oh no, it was. They've put it in a 5.75, so change of position. Ben Council from Auckland has just moved into the lead. So now second is Red, needing 6.26 to take the lead. White in third with a minute to go, needing a 4.16 to win the grand final. And Blue Surfer, Sunny, still needing a 7.01. So Red Surfer Billy was leading this the whole way through, and now Ben has just taken the lead with a minute to go. Okay, Blue needing a 7.01, starting off with a nice turn. Walking the board there. It's looking like one of his better waves for Blue. He's going to have to do something else. It's definitely his best wave with just under a minute to go. Not too sure if that's going to be a 7.01. Okay, 30 seconds remaining. So Billy needing a 6.26 to take the lead, and that's not going to do it. And that is the end. We're going to be on hold just for a couple of moments, and we'll give that score. Sunny was needing a 7.01.
Yeah. Sweet, that's cool. Cool. Yeah, sweet. Yeah, cool. Yeah. That's unfortunate for the other surfers, but so I think that the unofficial result was. So it's on hold. Still finding out.